Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I thought I'd do a quick video as I'm reading an email here. And this email made me, I'm actually going to try to answer an email, but more importantly, I'm going to talk about an idea or a concept that I think will help a lot of you that are on the right course and don't even know it. So this email is from Tom. I'm not gonna say his last name here, but a Tom out there, and he's been watching my video about hard work. There's this video here you can check out. It's one of the successful programmer mindset ones about hard work. In fact, let's just make sure we got the right title on this video. It's the one, how hard are you working to achieve success? So anyway, he says he's been watching this a bunch of times. He's been selling some courses on an online platform, Udemy, and he's making some money, like $250 a month after taxes from it. I've talked with him a little bit about selling the courses, and basically he set aside some time to work on those courses every day. He's going to college, doing 3 courses part-time. He's been applying for a ton of jobs, right? He says here that he's been applying for like 3 to 5 jobs every day, and he's getting rejected from those jobs. And he basically says, I'll sum it up here. He says, I honestly think I have great work ethic, but I am really doubting myself after being denied over and over, day after day, for literally hundreds of jobs. I'm really considering applying to places basically paying minimum wage. This gets me to the big question. What advice, if any, do you have for getting your foot in the door somewhere? I'm not even talking tech jobs here. I'm talking anywhere. Haha. I really like your input on this because I feel so lost right now in regards to the job search. So, and he said that he's already decided once he gets hired, he's going to take on a second job and do more courses. And when he has downtime for additional passive income, he's not in a good financial situation, but he wants to fix it. So, Tom, I'm going to have to tell you, you're probably on the right course with some minor adjustments. So, so you're doing these courses, these online courses for Udemy. And I've been hearing from you. I know that you're continually doing them, so that's good, right? So you're progressing down that path. I don't know how long you've been on that path, but you're making progress. If you're making $250 a month after taxes, that's great. Most people can't do that, right? It takes some time. That's a huge accomplishment. If you can do $250 a month, you can do $2,500 a month. If you can do $2,500 a month, you can do $25,000. It's just a matter of time and accumulation, and as you get better at it. So the big thing is you're on the right path. This is really the concept that I want to kind of highlight in this video, is this idea that sometimes you're doing the right thing, you just need to wait longer and keep going. Because see, that's the thing, is it's like right now I think maybe you're getting frustrated and you're thinking you're not making much progress, because you're not making progress as much as you'd like in selling these courses. You're not making as much money online. You're not finding a job, right? And you're applying for all these jobs, and maybe you're just not seeing you reap and sow in a different season. I think that's kind of the key thing. Right now you're sowing a lot, and you're reaping some of the benefits, but it's stuff that you sowed a while ago. The principle of harvest is a really important principle. So you're fine. I think you're doing great here. The only thing I would suggest is this altering your, if you're having this much trouble getting a job, you need to figure out why. What is it specifically? Maybe you need to test some things, and maybe you need to see, and honestly evaluate yourself. Again, watch that video about looking in the mirror and honestly evaluate yourself and say, look, what's going on here? Am I just coming off as a jerk, too arrogant, too shy, to whatever when I'm going through jobs? Am I not getting the interview because my resume is not good? I need to hire someone to do my resume. Am I applying for the wrong jobs? Do I not have the skill set? Figure out what's going on. Probably, again, it's just a numbers game. I would assume that even if you don't alter this course, if you just keep on applying for the jobs, as long as you're doing a good job of doing that you're naturally going to gain the feedback just from instinct. Just as you do anything, a lot of things, again, I have another video on trusting the process, and that's what you need to do right now, just trust the process. I'm not saying you don't make any alterations. I'm not saying that you don't steer the course slightly, but don't give up because you're on the way. Because if you here's the other thing, project where you're going to be in 1 year from now if you just keep on hitting it as hard as you can. If you keep on working on those courses, if you keep on doing the schoolwork, and you keep on applying for jobs, where do you honestly think that you'll be in 1 year? I know where I think you'll be. I think you'll be doing pretty good. I think you'll be making some pretty good money on your courses. I think that you'll have found a job by then, and you'll be in a good situation. And maybe you need to project it a little further and say, where will I be in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years? If I have the fortitude to keep plowing like I'm plowing for 5 years, where do I expect to end up? And when you look at that time frame, when you look at 5 years, 5 years is a huge amount. So much can change in 5 years. When I look back at 5 years, where Simple Programmer was, heck, I mean, 5 years ago I was working for someone else, right? Simple Programmer wasn't making basically anything. I didn't even have Pluralsight courses. I mean, that's how, at the time of recording this video, I was in a totally different, I mean, your life can totally change in 5 years, but I was hitting the plow hard for 5 years, and then I started reaping the benefits of that. So, think about the law of the harvest. Think about now's the time to sow. Don't worry about results. I always talk about this. But as long as you're doing the right thing, the results will eventually come. And it sounds like you're doing the right thing. Honestly, like, you might need to make some minor adjustments, but don't, a lot of people make too big of adjustments because they're not seeing the results, because they're so result focused. Trust the process, keep plowing, remember the law of the harvest, and make minor adjustments. If you're not seeing any results at all from what you're doing, or I mean, it's really just about being perceptive. It's not even that you need to go and like figure out all the adjustments you need to make. It's like if you're applying for 3 to 5 jobs a day, and you just need to be perceptive. Just open your mind and your eyes and try to look for what's going on here and try to gain that feedback, because your brain works on the system, right? Your brain automatically knows to take feedback and to adjust, and it's a goal-seeking mechanism, right? Psycho-Cybernetics, a good book. If you haven't read that book, read Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. It talks about this idea. Anyway, keep it up, Tom. You're doing good. I'm impressed. But it's easy to get discouraged. Most people, the reason why they're not going to make it is not because they don't know what to do or they're not willing to work hard enough. It's just that they're not willing to work hard enough long enough. They're not willing to work when they're not seeing results and to keep going. They don't understand the law of the harvest. They don't have the consistency and the commitment to follow through. It's very hard to fail if you do something for 3 years or 5 years. It's very hard to fail. Not just because of the consistency and the commitment that builds up and causes success, but because, like I said, that whole Maxwell Maltz Psycho-Cybernetics, your brain is a goal-seeking mechanism. Your brain automatically is going to adjust as long as you're not sticking your head in the sand. As long as you're looking objectively at what you're doing, it's going to happen, and you're gonna progress. We can't help but progress. So anyway, great question. Really wish you the best, and I hope to hear from you. Hear some success from you in the future here. So that's it. If you have a question for me, email me at john@simpleprogram.com. And if you like this video, subscribe. I'll talk to you next time.